We're here with Jackie of Traffic Tickets 915. It's a local business here in El Paso, Texas that specializes in doing traffic tickets and all Class C misdemeanors, including animal control tickets. Jackie, how are you today?
Well, I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, and thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
No, sure thing. Well, before we get started, let's go ahead and give the audience the information to your law firm. The good stuff, how to get a hold of you guys, where to go, etc.
So our website is traffictickettexas.com, and you can reach us by phone at 915-542-0388. Now, if you want to email us any information, our email is info@traffictickets915. Our address, if you want to visit us locally, is 718 Myrtle, El Paso, Texas, 79901.
Great. Myrtle Avenue. That's near downtown Texas, or downtown El Paso, right?
Yes, Central El Paso.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Okay, great. So that's a very convenient location. It's pretty much near a lot of things, so it's pretty convenient for people to just pop into that office.
Yes, absolutely. Stop on by if you guys need any assistance.
Okay, great. So you guys are traffic ticket lawyers. You specialize in traffic tickets. I call the attorney. I need help with a traffic ticket. So I'm going to call you. Hi, I got a traffic ticket. How can you help me?
So we would ask if you have your citation number. However, if you lost it, misplaced it, or just can't see it, we can always look up by first name, last name, and date of birth. And we will do general searches on the systems that are available. So we can look up tickets through El Paso Police Department or the Sheriff's Marshal Constable.
Great. Okay. So why should I fight my ticket? Why should I hire you guys to fight a traffic ticket?
So it's very convenient to go through an attorney. So the attorney is going to do the work for you. The attorney will attend the hearings for you. That way you don't have to ask for time off from work, take time out of your schedule, work around those times that they schedule you at. Now, aside from that convenience, if you go pay off a ticket, you're declaring yourself guilty, which is something that we never recommend for you to do. A lot of people believe that if you pay off a ticket, it's closed and it's done with. Unfortunately, when you do that, it does have a lot of effects. You are declaring yourself guilty, therefore it'll stay on your record. It increase your insurance premium and affect your driver's license.
Oh, wow. So that sounds pretty serious if you just neglect your citation, huh?
Well, if you neglect your citation, it's a little bit worse. So if you don't pay attention to it and you allow it to become a warrant, it's going to go into a lot of other holds. So they may not allow you to register your vehicle or obtain a new driver's license.
Okay, when you say warrant, that means a warrant they'll arrest you for not doing your
Yes, absolutely. So when you have any kind of active warrant, they can go and arrest you, whether it be for a moving violation or even paper violation if you were cited for driver's license, insurance, something as simple as window tint or obstruction of the view on your windshield. Anything like that can turn into a warrant when it's not handled.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. So I'm going to get a ticket. I'm going to call your office. You guys are going to help me out. Who gives the most tickets here in El Paso? Is it like sheriff's departments, the police?
So there are several departments that give out tickets around here, and it would be an El Paso Police Department, the county, which could be a marshal or a sheriff, constable. They do have 8 different precincts here in El Paso. We do handle all of them. It could be a Horizon, a Socorro, Anthony, Clint, Sanelli. And with any of those departments, we can always help you out.
Okay, so if I hire you guys for let's say my speeding ticket, do I have to attend the court?
No, that's one of the convenience with going through an attorney. The attorney is going to be the one to attend the hearings. Once you hire the attorney, it's completely hands-off for you. You just need to wait for us to have a final disposition. We contact you by email and phone number, which is the 2 things that we ask for as far as contact. That way, we're always able to contact you when we reach a final decision on your case.
Okay, great. Yeah, I see you guys on the internet. I can give you guys a call. Can I text you guys? Can I hire online? Is there any other options for like busy people that are at work all day and just may not be able to escape?
Absolutely convenient to hire us. So you can always stop by our office. You can give us a call and we can handle everything over the phone. If you got an extra 5 minutes, I can make it incredibly quick. Or you can go online, hire online. ask any questions that you have online. You can send us a text message and we'll be able to assist you, answer any questions that you have, hire through all those options.
Okay. So that sounds pretty convenient. You mentioned about getting a warrant. What happens if I got a warrant? Can I still call you guys for help, or do I just need to pay that citation off?
No, so we still assist you with warrants in any department that you may have. So any of the precincts that I mentioned, El Paso Police, the county, any of the small courts, even if they're warrants, regular tickets. With El Paso Police, even if you've already declared yourself guilty and it's a warrant, we can still assist by removing the active warrant. Now, unfortunately, once you do declare yourself guilty, whether it's a warrant or it's not a warrant, just a regular ticket still, then unfortunately, once there is a guilty decision on the case, we can no longer represent.
Got it. Okay. As you're talking, it got me wondering, how long does this process take from hire to the end of it all? Because you guys got to go to court, right? What's the process look like?
So we do attend several court dates, 3 to 4, and that betters the chance of being able to dismiss your ticket. Unfortunately, going through an attorney doesn't always guarantee a dismissal. However, we do try our very best, and we have a very high success rate, anywhere from 80 to 90% dismissal rate. And the attorney tries to attend as many courts as they allow him to, which could be anywhere from 3 to 4. That process can take some time just because it depends on the courts having availability for the attorney to attend. The process can take anywhere from 3 to 18 months. However, the longer that it takes, it does actually work out in your favor.
Okay, cool. I do have a kind of a weird request for all my audience, kind of nerds like me. Can you just kind of take me through the process of, once I hire you, what exactly you're going to do? Like, you're going to send in the paperwork like it's an entry or something? Like, kind of just explain to me exactly the process that your office is going to handle, from the paperwork to what the attorney does and things like that, if you don't mind.
So we try to prolong it as long as possible, because the longer that it takes, it does work out in the client's favor. So once you hire us, our very first step is to enter into an entry of appearance of an attorney, and that's through all courts. And that's just letting the court know that you do have an attorney on file, and he will be the one to attend the hearings and make the pleas on your behalf. We automatically enter into a non-guilty plea because we always want to find you not guilty. After that, we do have to wait for court processing, so we need the courts to set up any available date. Once there is a date available, then the attorney will attend the hearing for you. If it's our first court date, more than likely we're just going to request a new court date just to prolong the process just a little bit longer to better your outcome. And then it will continue for as long as the judge will allow us to prolong it. So 3 to 4 court dates depending on the situation. Now, when we do reach a final disposition, so we will contact you to notify you whether your ticket was dismissed, or if we need you to take care of anything on your behalf. So at that point, you could have a defensive driving, or you could have a reduced fine, or maybe some community service time.
Okay, you guys are near downtown. So let's say I get a warrant and I call you guys. You said you can take care of that too. Once I hire you, will I be okay? I'll be safe to drive again, or how does that work?
Not that exact moment, because we do have to file the paperwork. Once we file, then it is up to the court to process it. So sometimes it's just depending on how many dockets are in front of us. But we do file everything so that we can promptly remove your warrant. So as soon as you hire us, we will file all the paperwork. It can take a couple of days just due to the time that it could take with the court. If they're very busy, it could take up to a week, unfortunately, but we try not to go to those extremes. So as soon as you hire, we do file everything on your behalf.
Okay, so you guys file the paperwork right away, and then it's just up to the court to sign off on whatever the warrant is or whatever, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, well, that's pretty serious. People can get arrested. I didn't know that. Okay, well, I guess some of the other questions I might have for you is, like, I'm sure you guys have competition. There's other lawyers that do this. Why would I hire you guys versus the other guys or girls?
So our main thing about our company is customer service. So you can contact us at any time, and we are more than happy to assist you with any questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. We're always there to assist you. We try to give you the best customer service possible. That is how we are able to have a high rating, just due to our customer service. So we try to be very prompt with our paper filing, and then of course how many dismissals we do obtain at the end of the day. And so we try to be the number one just for that reason, is customer service is incredibly important. So we are there for any questions all the time.
Will the results be better hiring us or hiring traffic tickets 915 versus somebody else?
We do have a very high success rate. So the reason that we do that is just because of how many times we can push back the court dates. And it's always better to go through an attorney just because you don't want to declare yourself guilty.
Yeah, I see that. And then I also see that there's like these other third-party websites that they're not lawyers, they're like middlemen, right?
Right. So with us, you're getting the attorney itself directly. You're not hiring through somebody who doesn't actually know the process.
So this is a law firm,
This is a law firm. I've been here for 6 years, and it's an attorney directly. So it's not a hire through a third party. Any questions that you have, I will be able to answer any question that you have, anybody on staff. And of course, if there's anything that we cannot handle, then we go directly through your attorney, since we are the law firm itself.
Okay. If I'm looking for a traffic ticket attorney in the surrounding areas, do you guys just do El Paso, the city of El Paso, or is that the only place you serve?
So it is surrounding. So it's El Paso, it's Anthony, it's Clint, San Elizario, Socorro, Horizon, and Sheriff's Department, which could be any of the 8 precincts that there are here in the area.
Okay, great. Are you guys open on the weekends?
Yes. So we are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturdays 9 to 3.
And I think you already just said this, but how long does the process take from start to finish? A few months, a few weeks?
It can take anywhere from 3 to 18 months. Now, the longer that it takes, as I mentioned, it does work out in your benefit. The longer that it takes, the less that we are able to say we weren't able to dismiss it, just because the officer may not even recall your violation at that point.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, if I'm looking to get a traffic violation lawyer versus just paying the tickets off, I know that just paying the tickets off isn't good, but why would it be so bad just to pay my tickets off and just be done with it so I don't have to worry about it?
So when you pay off your ticket, of course, it gets closed right away, out of sight, out of mind. However, when you pay off a ticket, it shows on your record, number one. Number two, your insurance premium will go up because you have a guilty disposition on it. And eventually, after so many tickets, they could ask you not to renew your license, or you could end up paying reinstatement fees, and those can be kind of steep.
What are the most common violations that you encounter?
So speeding, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, all kinds of moving. So stop sign, red light. We also do paper violations. So it could be a driver's license, insurance, registration. It could even be the window tint, or you had something hanging on your visor, so it's obstruction of view. Now, we also handle pet violations. So if your pet was not registered, vaccinated, if it wasn't confined, if anything happens like that, then we can also assist.
Well, that's great. And what is your prices? What does your prices start at?
So our prices do vary anywhere from $20 up to $100 per violation. I know that it's a very big difference, but there's a lot of things that could change the price. So it depends on the department that cited you. It could be an El Paso police, could be a sheriff, Socorro. So those fluctuate the prices. Now it also depends on the kind of violation and how many violations you receive. So if you were pulled over for speeding, but unfortunately you also didn't have a driver's license or insurance registration, then that changes the prices a little, just because it's numerous violations on that one ticket. It also changes due to your driver's license. So you could be a regular driver's license or a commercial. So as a commercial driver's license, the prices do change.
Okay, got it. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for coming in today. If you can just go ahead and give us the hours, your location, all that good stuff, so people listening towards the end of this podcast can just jot that down in case they want to contact you for help with a traffic ticket in the El Paso, city of El Paso and surrounding areas.
Yes, absolutely. So our address, if you wanted to go in physically, is 718 Myrtle, El Paso, Texas, 79901. Our phone number is 915-542-0388. Our email is info@traffictickets915. And if you want to hire online, you definitely can do that. traffictickettexas.com.
Okay, well, hey, thank you so much, and you have a great evening. And everybody, this is another podcast of El Paso Area Business Talk. If you have any questions, I'll put links in the podcast to send you directly to that website and their phone number, okay? Again, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.